Hey everyone, szsr here. Today I'm going to be watching the 14th episode of the second season of Mushoku Tensei. Last episode, we're getting back into the swing of things. We have the whole marriage thing between Rudy and Sophie. Rudy trying to make sure he's got everything he needs for that, including step one, which is a nice house for the two of them to live in, right? So he got that, how to find something nice within his budget. But the only way to really do that is to get something that was a bit of a fixer-upper, something you had to like clear out the ghosties out of, and which turned out to just be a doll, which is all well and good because we got to also grab some of that research and stuff and hopefully get our own life-size moving doll production going if we can get a really successful business started. I'm pretty sure with that, but yeah, Rudy and Sophie pretty good place right now, physically and relationship wise. So yeah, hopefully we can continue to move forward in a positive direction. So let's jump on in and find out. So yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button and support me on Patreon for early access to these. And let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. It really does look quite nice now, doesn't it? Sounds about right. Yeah, wedding reception, that was a title, wasn't it? Something about that. Don't we know a lot of people at this point? Especially if you count both of them. Gotta have Julie. I remember most of these people. Yeah, can't not invite Ariel. Yeah, that's a little bit more up in the air. Oh, Shizuka, yeah. I don't see why she wouldn't. That would be awkward, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, they'll definitely show up, Free food. It's not truly a party until Elisa shows up. If she was showing up, guys are showing up. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, of any interactions they've had. Not much is coming to mind, but to be fair, I have a terrible memory. But anyway, opening. Like, I don't think we got this last time. I'm pretty sure we did not get it last time. Because this already looks great. Oh, wow. Oh, man, this just straight up fire. Actually kind of gave me chills right there. Childhood. Look how she perked up. Oh, this is so good. She's gotcha. What are these shots, man? I feel like there's some spoiler stuff here if you really look, but on the front line, is a song name. Like a Hydra. The more I watch it, the more I feel like I probably shouldn't be watching it, but I also can't stop watching it. Man, the fist bump. That might have just straight up been the best opening of this whole show so far. Oh, that was so good. Those shots, the everything. I'm watching that again when I'm done with this reaction. I can tell you that. They went hard with that. Anyway, I should probably pay attention to what's happening now. Something worthy of a gray rat, please. That is something. Oh, that one looks nice. Yeah, the other ones seem a little bit overly designed, like pattern-wise. Yeah, I think I prefer this one. I did, though. I said it. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Now you're speaking my language. But yeah, so far it's a nice shopping trip with the wife. We need a car with a trunk. Yeah, after a long day of shopping, definitely need a bath. That would suck. That's a good point. How much did you make from that? She really is just straight up wife goals. Yeah, we're on the same page. You are not worthy of her, but just appreciate it. Good God, man. You may have lived. you, you may have lived a. God damn. I was gonna say you may have lived a rough life for a lot of this, but man, eventually you get yours, and like everything's just things just reach a better place. You persevere. You just threw her on the bed. And she did show up. Well, she's there. And stuff. Well, we kind of have to. I bet. There's a joke somewhere with her using the word loose, but I'm not going to go there. Pretty nice spread, though. Yeah, all of our acquaintances are pretty much here. Very formal. You were kind of in the middle of something, man, but glad you could join us. Well, this is not a party of your people, You're welcome. It's a little bit, yeah. Forgot just how big it was. Having a princess there would probably make me want to be a bit more formal as well, but for the most part, just we're among friends, we can be a little bit more casual. Yeah, that got a lot more casual. Kampai Daru. And she's just two-handing it. As expected of a dog. Hey, not cool. So we get the spray bottle. Julia, hands on the side. I guess she's a big girl. I think she's satisfied. Even has a bath. A whole year. Dang, wish I had a boss like that. Lucky if I get like 5 days off a year. Oh. God, she's adorable. That does sound a little bit rude, doesn't it? Just be glad that misgendering is not a crime punishable by death in your world. Says a girl eating, talking while eating. Yeah. Can have values are not going to match up completely with Beast people, but you know, close enough. Okay then. I kind of forgot how much she really knows. It looks like she doesn't know the full story. The leader of the whole Isekai thing, I don't think she knows that much. I mean, nobody knows that, aside from the man god, I think. If I had time, I would have just rewatched the previous Mushoku Tensei stuff, but I did not. We appreciate it, Cliff. do we have to talk about that in front of everyone? I could see that. Wasn't expecting her to get that emotional. Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise. I feel like I'm missing some context. Wait, what? Wait, what? You just kind of threw that at me. What? I mean, you're averting your eyes. I'm still processing this. This really came out of left field. Okay, I'm not denying that there were hints. I'm sure there were, but I didn't pick up on it. But wow, what a thing to drop on me. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. I didn't think about that. That's great. I mean, we needed something to lighten the mood a bit. But wow. You know, it looks like you're kind of looks more like you're rubbing your womb than your belly. Only if you let me join you. Why did he eat too much? Hearing anyone call her grandma, that alone is kind of weird. But yeah, we probably didn't have a good chat between the two of them. I think so. He is with the grandma of his wife. That's so crazy. I feel like there's just so many jokes you can make about that. Okay, that's also a little bit of a surprise. Uh, but is there a reason for it? Like, I would rather him not kill me. You know, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather not die. There will be consequences. Yeah, this sounds like you can technically refuse, but you probably don't want to, sort of thing. You know, like thinly veiled. But I still don't quite understand why. Is it just to see if he's worthy for Sylvie? I'm not quite sure. See if he's worthy to help Arya with her stuff. I don't know. Anyway, let's just watch. Uh, ow! That, ooh! Get smacked back down. That I just blinked and it was over. Yeah, I'm about to say that hand looks painful, dude. Don't do that. Just smack down, Luke. Yeah, so would I. I would as well. But we just smack some pride out of Luke. Yeah, that's more or less what I was thinking. Nah, she's mine now. No take backsies. But yeah, no doubt about that. You just know Luke is salty about that loss. Looks like things went well enough. Sasuga Rudius. Yeah, how did things go on your end? This is gonna take some getting used to. What do you mean? I might have some effect on you, yeah. That realization. Okay. Everyone wants Rudy's help. Apparently not. Good on you, man. I can definitely respect that. Are we? I mean, he calls you Cliff Senpai, right? Like, the Keigo goes hand in hand. I was about to say, he's still doing it. That's your main job right now, man. You have an amazing girl, you do everything you can not to lose that. Although Eris, you know, she's still out there somewhere. She's gonna come back in the story at some point, and there's no way the episode's already over. God damn it. Anyway, as I was saying, actually, never mind. I should pay attention to ED. Little baby. Man, I feel so nostalgic for the good old days with the parents and everything. And then the siblings are born. The CD's almost getting me emotional. Mamori Taimono. Actually, didn't we get that song last time? Maybe we just got the music, because I don't remember the visuals from last time. Far. Okay. But, yeah, that was the 14th episode of Mushoku Tensei Season 2. And yeah, the wedding stuff, you know, we had the wedding reception. We got to go clothes shopping, nice bath, and then got to, yeah, invite all our friends and stuff to to a nice gathering. Rudy was a little bit too stiff and formal, but with a little bit of help of our big man, he was able to kind of loosen things up a little bit. So that was good, But yeah, just that one scene where he just drags her out of the bath, throws her on the bed. You can definitely tell they're like newlyweds. They definitely have that energy like through and through. But it's also Paul's child, something to keep in mind for sure. But yeah, everyone was having a good time at the party. Our beast people doing beast people stuff. But the biggest thing was when it was Ellie and Elise's turn, right? Because she goes up there to congratulate them and all that. And then, the tears started. And I got pretty confused about that pretty quickly. Because my brain kind of started to just do all these calculations to try to make any sense of that. Because, yeah, I can't remember much in the way of interactions between Ellie and Elise and Sylvie. Like, they didn't really seem particularly close. I mean, it's not something I ever really focused on in particular, but it didn't seem that way. But, like, she was clearly a woman very much overcome with emotions, I mean, because, like, just in general, we don't see her cry like that very much in, like, any real context, Like, probably the first time we've ever seen her cry like that. And to do that here, right, that really took me aback. I could not even begin to guess what was going on there. But then, then Sylvie drops this on us. Elena Lisa, are you by any chance my grandma? I almost felt almost like a big gust of wind just like hit my mind, right then and there, where like I didn't see that coming. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it. Like, the words don't do it justice really, but that really just really knocked me for a loop. But yeah, that seems to be the case, They were able to like talk things out and seem to work things out pretty well. And now Cliff Senpai is now together with the grandmother of Rudy's wife. That's not a sentence I ever thought I would say, but that's where we're at right now. But Cliff Senpai, not at all disillusioned, just reinvigorated to make her happy and lift that curse and all that, and pretty cool dude overall. But yeah, we did have the stuff about Paul's family and all that, like not wanting to be a part of it. Like, I do remember Ellie and Elisa making comments about that here and there, and now the thing with Sylvie, that is pretty funny, I guess it had some kind of, I guess it was kind of foreshadowing a little bit on that thing. So that's great. I mean, Mushoku Tensei in general is pretty good at foreshadowing from what I've heard, and to a degree what I've seen. Obviously, I'm not very far in the story yet, within the context of the source material and all that, but even just the anime, like, you see some of it, for sure. But I also had to deal with Luke. That was a little bit of a surprise, but after the grandma thing, it didn't feel like that big of a surprise. Like, it didn't have quite the same impact, right? But, we smoked him. Like, it wasn't really much of a fight. Luke just got beat pretty handily, but I think Rudy proved himself, he can take care of Sylvie, so all should be good on that front. We do keep talking about children. Like, I do wonder when they're going to have their first child. Like, I'm going to assume it'll be in this season, in this part, part 2. I think that's a reasonable assumption. But, so that'll be something to look forward to. Because one thing I do love about the show is the fact that time does continue to pass, Rudy is a baby, child, bigger child. He meets new friends, goes to new places, gets some little siblings, so he gets older, siblings get older, he becomes an adult, he starts his own family, a nice wife, is going to have his own kids, like that. I do enjoy that things just seem to always be moving forward, right? Because so many anime are just like status quo for the most part. Like, there might be small changes here and there, you might meet somebody new, and stuff like that, but most of them don't feel like it's constantly moving the same way this show does, if that makes sense. But yeah, I did kind of talk a little bit about it. But Eris, our wonderful red-haired tsundere character, one thing that's kind of like always been in the back of my head for quite a long time is, when is she gonna like be reintroduced into Rudy's life, right? Like, who knows when that's actually gonna happen? I mean, Roxy, right? I had similar thoughts about Roxy when she left, but like that's been like ages since we like said goodbye to her back at the old house, right? And like, I don't think you've ever really seen her since then, right? Like, I know they were like in close proximity at a certain point. I think they like near missed each other, if I remember correctly. But like, I don't think Rudy has actually really like interacted with Roxy in a very, very long time. But so who knows when he'll actually get to see Eris again? But it's got to happen at some point, right? And I'm just kind of curious what the context that will happen in and where it will be in and all that. But yeah, the opening was great. Like I said, like as I was watching, I was like, some of these shots look very spoilery. Like I shouldn't look at them too deeply because I think I saw Rudy's mother at a certain point. Like, but just it was so good. The way everything was animated so smoothly, it was such a great opening. I don't have the words for it, but it really got me sucked into it. Like some great action sequences. You could tell some of those shots, like they're really quick, but there was some like emotion behind it. Like, you know, like was it like you could tell it was a quick snippet of something that was important, you know, if that makes sense. But I was like so into that. But yeah, I think that's all I really had to say on the episode. I do want to check real quick something on episode 1. Okay, I was right. The song, it looks like the song may have played last episode, but definitely did not get the visuals. We just had Sylphie and Rudy on the bed and stuff, because I was pretty sure I would remember those visuals. Like, it was especially true with the opening. Like, as soon as I started watching that, like 5 seconds into it, I'm like, no, if I had seen this opening before, I would have remembered. That's not something I would ever forget. Because a lot of openings are, you know, generic enough to where, like, maybe I saw it before, maybe I didn't, who knows. But that opening, no, I knew I did not see that. You know, and same to a lesser degree with the ED. The ED was definitely pretty memorable. Like, it really just touched on the emotions of, like, the journey we've gone on so far. Like I talked about a little bit earlier, just a little Rudy, you know, with the childhood friends and the siblings and everything, you know. And just, we used to have such a simple life back at the old house with our parents, and now Rudy's been having to fight tooth and nail just to get any of that back, you know, any sense of normalcy, any kind of happy life, you know. And right now he's in a pretty good position. So I'm happy to see it. But anyway, I feel like for real this time, I've said as much as I need to say. So just gonna end it off here. So thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.